Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna make these beautiful envelopes. They are so simple to make and I don't expect this video to be that long, but I just wanted to show you how to make them and how to open and close them as well. It's very cute, and again we're gonna use our index cards. So let's get started. So we're gonna use for this project 2 index cards. These are the rule index cards, so we're gonna just use 2 of them. Okay, and now we are gonna score these 2 cards. So I like scoring 2 lines in each one, and I don't know if you can see this. Let me put this here. So basically what I want to do is score right in the second line. There are 12 lines total in these index cards. All index cards, rule index cards, are gonna have 12 lines total. So that makes it easy to do the measurement. So what I'm gonna do is just score in the second line here. Well, actually I'm gonna do 3 lines. I was thinking that maybe 2, but I think 3 is gonna be the right number. I'm gonna just align this correctly. And then hold it. It doesn't matter if I make this mistake because we're gonna put this in the back and it's gonna be just not even visible. We're gonna do the same thing here. So we're gonna put in this 3rd line, we're gonna just score. Okay, and then we're gonna close it like this. Now the second thing that we're gonna do is we are gonna score like half. These ones are centimeters, so we can do centimeters or we can do half an inch, whatever you feel comfortable with. Let's just say that I think that these ones are considering this measurement, so we're gonna be fine. Let me put it here. So we are gonna score here, and that's fine. And we're gonna score in the same way to the other side. Just make sure that it's aligned, because sometimes I don't get things aligned and it is a problem. Just have, oh my gosh, I'm moving like a squirrel here. Okay. Here, and then the 2 sides are scored now, which is perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna use my scissors on this one and I'm gonna cut in the alignment. You can use your cutting board too, but I just find it easier to use scissors because I can see this all the way through. Just cut it. So this is gonna be your closure, and this one is gonna be the one that we're gonna paste in the back. Okay, so we're gonna cut here, here. So this is gonna fall like this and like this. Okay, so we do this again, and this is gonna be the leftover. All right, and this one you can just cut a little bit on the sides, so it's more aesthetic and in the closure. But basically you have your envelope done. What we're gonna do is, we're gonna put this piece here. We're gonna close. Oh, we forgot to cut this part over here, and we got fold these two sides, and we kind of make perpendicular cuts on the sides, and we do the same with the back. It's almost like making a pocket. In my previous videos, as you know, I love putting like kind of the closure behind the paper that is wrapped, but this time we're gonna put this here, but only this part is gonna be closed. Okay, so we're gonna put glue on these two sides. Sorry about that. Okay, so one, and the good thing with the with the index cards is that the glue also dries really quick. Okay, so you just put it there, make sure that it's aligned. Mine is aligned, which is perfect. And then we just add glue on the back. Sorry, and that is it. You basically have your envelope. Okay, now we're gonna make a small little let's say a little mark to make a hole. So I have this 0 here, and it allows me to do kind of move my ruler a little bit to see where exactly is the middle of my process. So here it is. So I'm gonna put a mark in that, and then I'm gonna use this tool that I have to make a little hole on it, right in the mark, and that's it. I have my hole, and you can see here how the backing is. It's very pretty, and it's very seamless too. And then since we already make the hole in here, we're gonna start with the decoration. I'm not gonna be so far from what we have here. It's very straightforward. What I'm gonna do is get my reinforcements, and I'm gonna apply the glue, and then I'm gonna go to the back of my envelope, and then I'm gonna go to the front of my envelope and paste it. I just hold this with the reinforcement like this, and then it's easier for me to apply the glue like this. And it's pretty, and it's basically done with the reinforcement, and it's pretty and it's stronger. Okay, now for the others, we did put like some stamps here, which is what we're gonna do, but let's wait for a second. Have some this tea dye paper. I made a mistake when I was making one of those batches, and I actually I had to spill off a lot of tea dye. I mean, it's pretty in a way, but it's not completely my style, so I felt like I needed to keep them, and I had to redo the whole batch, which was very painful. But as a result, I have many of these as a backup, and I like how it looks like. It's very pretty, actually. I thought it was not gonna be that pretty, but it is. And then I have this washi tape, kind of has a greenish kind of finish on it. So I'm just gonna do what we did with the others, which is adding kind of this much will be enough. I think it's a really pretty washi tape, but it's also like, I think this is only 2 meters or something like that, so it's going in no time. It was kind of cheap, so it's totally worth it. And this is the kind of washi tape that has a backing paper, so it takes me a little bit to open it. Okay, so we apply. I think it's super cute. Then we are gonna do this stamp, which is something that I adore. I think it's one of my favorite stamps ever, and I added a lot. I think we use this other one too for the postcard here, so we're gonna do exactly the same decoration so we don't have to think too much about it. There you go. And then we use this other stamp that I also use a lot. My hand got some ink on it, and so we're gonna put this number to cover that inky part. Didn't help much, so we're gonna add more stuff on it, and maybe here. There you go. It's gonna be okay. Okay, now we're gonna be closing this with, oh no, we have one thing that I'm missing, and it's between, I love having an additional kind of a thing there where people cannot see when I close it. You can see here, but here there's a stamped phrase. Maybe with the other one you're gonna see better. So this is the one that is gonna open, but when you open there is something here. So I love stamping that kind of stuff, and so we're gonna do the same thing here, more or less here. And I have so many of these stamps which I adore. They are absolutely divine. I love them very, very much. Okay, so now that we did this, we need a sticker here. Let me grab it. Okay, so this is the kind of a sticker. I have so many that are in the small size, so probably this one is actually gonna work just fine. Just need to make sure that I'm applying this on the side and it's not gonna be covered when I put this. Maybe I should add a little bit more of this stamp in some places, like so, and then adding this one right here. So that's what we're gonna do. Again, I need to make sure that this is gonna be not covered by the thing, and I love how this looks like. It's very pretty. So the final step is done. Like, we have our beautiful, the thing with the flaps, every time you put flaps in your envelope, it opens widely. If you were just applying the glue directly into the sides, it would just be like this, and it would be really hard to open. Okay, there is no room for you to put so many things, but when you add flaps, definitely there is a lot of stuff that you can put in there. That's why I love it. So the last step is do and for that I have this yarn. Sorry with my voice here. Sorry guys, I needed to take a little bit of water, but even with that my voice is still not quite clear. But anyway, so basically when you measure this, fold your yarn into, and then go, I would just go like this and make sure that there is still room for me to make kind of the bow and the top. Okay, so this is gonna be, maybe I need a little bit more of this, maybe up to here would be okay. Okay, and then of course you cut, and this is gonna be the sizes I need, more or less. All right, now that you have your yarn, right, you fold it in two and you pass through the hole, and then you open. Okay, open it. Just go with your yarn all the way through, and then when it's in the top, put it through the hole. Okay, and it's gonna have a kind of a, and then you can close in here and you can see how it's tied together. And then of course you can open your yarn and make a bow. It's super easy and super fun, and the best part is that it looks so cute. Okay, I'm gonna cut the excess here so it looks kind of uniform, and that is it. I forgot to say that you can distress the sides like I did in these other two envelopes. I didn't do this in the last one, but it looks just as cute. And you can see how cute and how easy. In these ones, I kind of open, you can open this a little bit, kind of like this. So it's gonna have even a cuter look. Okay, you don't have to do it, but you can do it if you want to. And then you can go around with all the distress ink that in this case I'm not gonna do, but this is kind of a 10 or 15 minutes project maximum. It's really quick, really easy, as you can see, and I hope that you have a lot of fun making this. If you do try, please let me know. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. See you next time. Bye.